You know, as long as we're giving homeowners tips on things to observe, if you ever do have a plug, there's some tips you need to know. When you call that plumber out there, I don't let a plumber come out, clear the plug, and just leave the house.
Yeah, if you have a plumber come out there and they unclog the stoppage.
And this happens a lot when they're offering an unbelievably low price to do it.
Yeah, that $49 drain special.
Yep. Yeah. So what are they doing?
So they're trying to get in the door to get that bigger ticket.
Yeah.
You know, that's their whole $49 special. The bigger companies want to go out there and they want to run the cable in there without, like the cutter head, stuff like that, so they can get the sales guy in there so they can upsell a bigger ticket item. But, we have to be honest with our customers. We got to cable these lines. We got to camera them, tell them what's going on, and then just give them the information, what they need to make that right decision to get the right job done.
One of the tricks I've been made aware of is they'll come out at that low, and if they don't get an upgraded ticket, they'll just send the rotor through it and punch a hole in the plug.
Yeah.
Give everyone the impression it's fixed.
Yeah.
Very often, you need to pull that snake back out of there, put the neck size head on it and the neck size head on it, and make sure you're clearing the entire thing. And that's not a 30-minute job.
No, it takes a while to do some of these cablings because it can be pretty intense, trying to get through these stoppages. Some of them, when you have a lot of roots in the line, if it's broken. So we do have a process. So sometimes we'll run it without the cable head so we can get the camera in and see what's wrong with it.
Sure.
Because if we run, there's times we've had it where we had the cable head or the cutter head on it. We run the cable in there and it gets stuck. You can't pull it out. Now you have to dig down and replace this. So we take steps and processes to kind of eliminate that and do the best what we can for the customer.
And we're not saying everyone offering plumber clog line discount is a bad person. I'm just saying it's a technique a lot of bad companies use to trick you into more. Here's the key. When the plug is clear and they've packed their equipment before they leave the property, go unscrew your clean out and stand there and tell someone to go in the house and turn every faucet on in the house. And just stand there and watch and listen. 50 or 60 gallons of water drain out before you let that plumber leave the property.